Yeah, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great. My classic group has started heading towards the Amber Temple, but two of my classic group live in the house, and I think they overhear our sessions. And for some reason they keep canceling on me every Wednesday. So we're climbing the mountain for the last 2 months now. We have not actually made it into the temple. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Trying to
Um,
delay the inevitable.
it sure feels like it. Sure feels like it. I don't know. Anyways, here we are. Couple of Foundry things. So Convene Effects is back, a baby. It's back. And it's back in all the ways that it always was back. So if you remember when we first started this campaign, like effects would just turn each other off and delete each other. Remember those happy days? They're back. Yeah, it's like a fresh start. So we're actually going to continue using a lot of the ones that I made for Cub Junior. So the right-click effects. I did move all the colors to the top by tricking the alphabet, but everything else should be alphabetical. We're going to use speed up and speed down as stacks. So every stack of speed up is 5 feet, and every stack, speed down is 5 feet. All of the Cub ones work great. I did test all the commune effects. I ended up deleting, maybe like a dozen of them or more that were causing issues. And then we do have the new Frightened. So I did want to go over the new Frightened with you guys. What I learned from you guys and from the other Curse of Strahd group and from level 16 Mythic group is that exhaustion causing negatives and frightened causing negatives leads to, let's just say, an unplayable state of the game. So if
What? You
you're
don't
at,
say.
turns out, listen, who could have known? It turns out if you're at negative 12 to everything, you're not going to be able to play Dungeons and Dragons anymore. You'd probably just be better off being like at 0 on the ground because people might leave you alone. Instead, there's still the expectation that you're going to do something, even though you mathematically just can't. Especially with 5e not allowing auto successes on nat 20s. So you get a nat 20 and then it gets reduced down to a 4 and you feel bad about yourself. So anyways, this is what Frightened does now. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls until the effect ends. If a frightened creature tries to move towards the source of its fear, treat every 5 feet of movement as 10 feet of movement. This is not difficult terrain. So anybody that's got abilities that gets you out of difficult terrain, this ain't that. This will stack with difficult terrain, though, so it's real nasty. But you can still move towards the thing. So frightened melee people, there is a chance, a small one, that you'll be able to move towards the thing you're scared of. A frightened creature cannot use reactions, and a creature checks concentration when they first become frightened, and at the end of any turn if they remained frightened, because fuck casters. So that's the new frightened. I think it creates some equity there between casters and non-casters, while also allowing you to still do stuff while frightened. So that's the new frightened. As always, as we're playing, if you're like, this is terrible, you can message me, and then I'll be like, and they're right, it is pretty terrible, and then I probably won't do anything about it. Cool. All right. What else? Everything else in Cub should be there, or not Cub. In Convenient Effects, exhaustion is still stored in the right click because exhaustion is one of the ones that doesn't play well with others. If you need a convenient effect made, I will make one for you. So if it's something that comes up a lot, that you do a lot, we can make a convenient effect for it. The other thing is Lancer is working again, but you still can't roll for initiative, but the macro for randomly choosing someone to go first is working again. So any fight where there's more of you than there are of them, you have a good chance that you guys will get the initiative first, and Shane will continue to get a interrupt at the beginning of every fight that they could use to represent the feats and abilities they took that would have given them awesome initiative. All right, I think that covers everything Foundry wise. So let's go ahead and generate a Faxpiration question. Let's see, I'm self-rolling it. That's cool. It's 363. All right. 363. It's way down there. Hmm. This is in the wealth category. How does your character dress when invited to a fancy party? This is a good question to ask at this point in the game. How does your character dress when invited to a fancy party? All right. While you ruminate on that, would anybody for a recapspiration like to sum up what happened during this adventure? I will just drop this casually. At the end of Nightfall, they had no DM inspirations, no faxpirations, and people were actively buying DM inspirations in chat. So a faxpiration lasts forever. Just saying. So if anybody, or sorry, a recapspiration lasts forever. So if anybody wants to do a recap, roll a d20 into chat. No, nobody? Going once? Going twice? Good old Daniel. Oh, Darius coming in. Oh shit, it's been a while. I've got 16. Going once? Going twice? All right. Darius, what happened last time?
So, last time on Daybreak, we found ourselves in the room that we had fought that stupid Amber Golem. And we're still trying to navigate our way around this place. It's kind of mirrored. So we thought one of the hallways that we went around on the balcony would go to the other side, and that would be behind the statue in the main lobby or whatever. When we got there, we heard from Eric that there's supposed to be a door behind the statue. We tried looking for it, didn't exactly find it on the first try. Went around the balcony on the floor behind the statue and pretty much looked through all those rooms, didn't really come across anything that was too interesting. So we decided to go back to the balcony and rappel down the balcony to get to the statue on the bottom floor. Well, whatever was living in the statue, it reached out to us again. And we tried to confirm if it was friend or foe. It was being cagey. I think when it was said that we were allies of Strahd, don't know who pulled that one out, voice decided to be a foe and started lobbing spells and shit at us. We tried to find a way to get behind the statue, but we saw two doors on either side of the statue. Shane and Tiernan split off to go to the northern room. Since that door was busted down, they ran into a whole bunch of ghosts and started getting their asses kicked. Meanwhile, something happened to Anna where she was just standing there in her own mind palace or whatever. I tried to snap her out of it. Everyone else was trying to figure out a way of how we can get behind while this guy was still lobbing spells at us, especially fireballs that, well, did a lot of damage. Tiernan was able to see that there was a secret door behind the statue itself, and it led upwards into the statue. That was not something that this old man spellcaster liked, and he threw another fireball. And, well, that was it for Tiernan. Irenia was very upset. I charge up the statue to try and figure out whatever we can to get the hell out of here. Apparently there was some kind of switch that was up there, which did open the door behind the statue, and we all just had to GTFO before anything worse could happen to us. And lo and fucking behold, that led to the library we were looking for. And there we are, with one less standing.
All right. Yeah, take your recap inspiration. And then if anybody wants to answer the fact inspiration question, go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. How do you dress for a fancy party? Oh, my Foundry just decided to refresh. That's cool. Oh, I didn't miss any rolls. Okay, nobody wants to go to fancy party? Going once? Going twice?
I rolled good.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry, I was loading in and the rolls are coming slow. Tiernan is
There it is.
talking about what a d20 would look like if he had one. Okay. Tiernan, is this for you're gonna answer for your new character if you win this one?
This is for Edmund.
Okay. All right. Going once, going twice. Sold to Edmund on a 13. Who you guys haven't even discovered yet, but that's okay.
All right.
To put it into the context, though, I will post the character art, so at least they have something to go off of. There we go.
Oh, I'll switch in the overlay.
All right. So this is Edmund Fitzgerald. He is the namesake for the Great Lakes ship that sunk and has the song about it and everything. So he is actually, similarly to Shane, Isekai from an earlier time in Earth's history, and or an alternate Earth where it is only that time period.
Yeah, you know how sometimes they stagger servers and MMOs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like a couple of years behind on events and stuff like that, or a couple months behind. It's like, that's how the multiverse is.
So he has, when he dresses up for the party, he's dressed to the nines in like turn of the 20th century clothing, because he's at this point from around 1900. So he's got that old money drip going. And of course, look at those sweet glasses. He swapped them out. Those are his everyday glasses, right? He swapped them out for ones that have a sweet gold frame instead.
All right. Yeah, we can add a fact inspiration. I'll just remember we'll add it to your mini when it's if it's added.
Yeah.
All right.
If we don't find Edmund before the end of the session.
Well, that play sometimes someone will show up this late in the campaign with a new character and they'll be like, yo, my name's Donnie Salami and here's my fat stack and you gotta like adventure with me because it's Dungeons and Dragons, and the rest of the party's like, I hate this guy, let's not adventure with him. And then me as the DM, I have to just take many deep breaths.
Back to the drawing board.
And then activate kindergarten teacher mode. It'd be like, we talked about this. I said Donnie Salami would be okay, but you needed to make sure he wasn't coming across as kind of an asshole because you want to make sure he gets along with the party. Anyways, good times. So Edmund, aka Donnie Salami, Fitzgerald. Hopefully, you can fill the large shoes and large other things that are now missing in everyone's lives. So, all right. I'll put on our favorite music, the Amber Temple music, or we could just put on Spooky Library. Get a little change of pace because we're in a Spooky Library. So, all right, let's see. All right. Right,
And don't worry, my 1900s character, who was the chairman of a life insurance agency, is definitely not going to have any problematic turn of the century views. So.
At this
good.
point,
That's
not a problem. Does he have a 30 passive perception? If you're not bringing that to the party, you need to turn yourself around, sir.
It's held back by a Velma-like flaw. If his glasses fall off, he's actually blind. So
I love how the 80s biker is now the progressive in the group.
when I was a child, I was afraid to ever need glasses because I didn't want to be as vulnerable as Velma, if that makes sense to anybody. Like, I was like, I don't want to ever be that dependent on anything in my life. All right.
Haley's eyes are bad enough that she's basically Velma.
Plus, you got to say jinkies all the time, and
That's true. That's true. Feels
That's
bad.
just a bonus. I don't.
All right, so here you guys are in this spooky haunted library. The bear is going to set Tiernan's body down on the rug, and it's going to look around with a baleful look in its eyes. It's going to snuffle at Tiernan. Irene is going to run up. She's going to perform all kinds of medical checks on him, only to confirm to you that not only is he dead, but he died to fire, and his skin is horribly burned. He's like Freddy Krueger with a patchy beard now.
It's a thoughts show now, right?
Irina looks over at you. What?
I mean, this is the library, right?
Casimir says, we don't need anything more than what we have found. Give me time. I will find the book and master the spell. Your friend will be returned to you, for we will master life and death. And he starts to just sort of totter around, looking up at the books. None of the books have any words written on the spine. But Casimir kind of takes out like a trinket. It just sort of looks like a amber prism that's hanging on like a silver thread, and he sort of like cat's cradles it with the silver thread, and then it's just sort of like hovering and like swaying within the cat's cradle of thread, and he seems to be watching it intently, more so than he's watching the books. All right, Thought does come out of the backpack and hop over to Tiernan, who he considered a friend. He puts one wet, slimy hand on Tiernan's face, and there's like a little sizzling sound, because Tiernan's skin is still that hot. Thought says, oh, this is a bad place to kick the bucket. Nothing good can come from that.
You have anything good to say, Thought?
Oh, well, Tiernan was a kind fella and very patient. He had keen eyesight and great taste in Sheilas. Your turn.
Tiernan was my friend. And he had a very different way of doing things than I do. And I loved him for that. And he will be sorely missed. Though I think maybe we can bring him back if Casimir finds what he's looking for.
As they're having this discussion, Shane, you see a painting on the wall of just a real creepy nerd. Just a real creepy nerd. It feels like the painting is watching you.
Does it look like, I mean, out of place? You know, that it's this, you know, early 20th century, late 19th century, you know, painting.
Like the clothes that the nobles or the nobility or the rich people of like Valakai would wear, and paintings that you've seen around in this area. It doesn't seem too out of era, but they do prefer more of like a Eastern European sort of style of garb. But I mean, men's fashion has kind of been men's fashion for a while now. So it's not completely out of place. Like it could just be, you know, a Barovian, but like you don't know if it's a recent Barovian or like a old timey Barovian. But what you do notice about the painting is that it is very ancient, very old. But everything in here is immaculate and clean and dusted and things like that. And this is no different. But it does sort of have, you know, the paint is sort of like dried and chipped in places, and the colors have faded, so it's sort of a sepia tone kind of situation with the hints of colors that once were.
Shane's going to attempt to remove it from the wall. And just lift it up gently if it does.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, as you go to get it, it is able to be lifted up off the wall.
Hey, check it out. Even Barovia has its nerds. A true statement.
Okay.
And he looks like behind the painting and on where it was on the wall and was like, seems a little out of place, doesn't it?
Irenia looks up from Tiernan, who she is like cleaning his wounds and sobbing quietly, and she says, "What?"
Shane is no longer the sensitive guy. It's unfortunate, but he's like, people die.
Shane, can you look and see if there's anything unusual about it? Maybe
Yeah, of
have
course.
Casimir help you.
Savid says, "Casimir cannot be disturbed, but I will help you."
Hey,
Also, there is someone downstairs. I can hear them moving around.
well, maybe we should have mentioned that earlier.
Well, I didn't want to be too loud about it, make it obvious. But I've been listening if they would approach the stairs. There seems to be an alcove or floor beneath us.
He'll look to Anna in motion. Painting or stranger?
Why not both? Take it with you. Go and see what's down there.
All right.
Okay, so I will say that this is a pretty decent sized painting.
Like a two-hander?
Yeah, you
Yes, give it the lift treatment.
Despite everything that you guys want, you have not become video game characters with marsupial pouches that you could just like take any item and animation move your hand to your waist and the item disappears. That's just not the case. So you would be carrying around this very big, very awkward painting.
We Catwoman from Arkham, and we move it to our butt, and then it just disappears.
Oh, there's no Shane? Hold on. Where is Shane at?
I was there, and then it just became black.
Might have gotten deleted. Let me see. Because it doesn't say there's a... oh yeah, are you NS? Is that new Shane? Oh, that was me testing the sheets. Okay. There you go.
Okay. I guess he will set the painting down against the rail here.
Okay.
And motion for Savid to have his bow drawn, as he is not good with his gun. So
Anna, even with your bad perception, when he sets the painting down, you could feel this dude just staring at you. It's just a painting, obviously, but man, he's giving you a look. It kind of reminds you of the look Mr. Dirks would give you when you screwed up something.
Okay.
If only Shane had a Sharpie. God, I don't want to go off on my own, but Anna said to investigate.
I mean, you could just peek over the railing from.
Yeah, I'll just take a little look-see over.
Okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't, unless you lean over in a precarious way, you'd have to move to like here to kind of see what was down there, but. Okay. So what you would see when you peek down is, well, I could just take you over to this scene right here. All right, so you're peering down, and you can see another chamber, like the ones you've seen before, with 3 of these crystal sarcophagi. There's also some crates, question mark, down there. And there is a headless, robed skeletal figure, which is just sort of standing in front of that right there.
I think I might have found part of Xanther.
Which part?
And he'll put like his hand at his neck and motion down the lower half.
All right, Tiernan's not going anywhere.
There's also more of those amber coffin things, and looks like some supplies or crates. Might be worth checking out.
Should look at Irene and say, do your best.
As you go to walk away, Anna, the bear, you hear the crunching of bones and the tearing of flesh, and the shedding of fur and excess mass, which, turns into magical ectoplasm, essentially, and then melts away. You do see the druid return to his human form, and Taltos kneels next to Tiernan and begins to examine the wounds as well. So, sorry, Anna. He turns to you and says, "Anna, may I have a moment to speak with you?"
Yes.
Over here. Okay. He leans in really close because he knows your hearing is terrible. And he basically says, "I may be able to perform a miracle, calling upon the lingering powers of the Fanes to bring Tiernan, or at least his spirit, back to us. But his body, it will be destroyed in the ritual. A new one will be crafted for him using the power of the land. But I have no idea what the body will be. I think that my method would be a better choice than whatever madness that Dusk Elf is planning."
Do you think the Seeker would intervene?
I think for the Seeker, the Fanes will answer my prayers.
Do it. How much time do you need?
I will need at least an hour and some rare herbs. Do we have any left? Or were they all lost on the cart?
I don't know, unless somebody had them. I don't have anything.
I definitely don't have them. I got soap.
All right. He looks a bit crestfallen, and he says, "It's so dangerous. I would go outside and try to find the herbs myself, but I don't even know if I could make it out of the temple. We'd have to cross that chamber where the wizard is watching the skulls. I'll see if I can figure something out."
I'll nod at him. If Darius isn't preoccupied, she'll motion for him to go. Let's go over to where Shane is.
He's just looking down at Tyrion's body, just silent. probably just not paying attention.
Darius, I need you.
Sure.
Hey, Shane, what's the situation?
So there's 3 of those sarcophagus things down there. They all look unbroken. There's also what I assume is Exanther down there without his head. And a bunch of crates. Some open, some not.
Would you come here?
Oh. He hops over onto the railing.
Is that Exanther?
He crawls down and sort of hangs his head. Oh, yeah, that's his body. He loves that one crystal.
That's for sure. Not that piece of shit outside.
Oh,
the old
you mean
man.
The thing that killed Tiernan? Oh, no. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, we knew he didn't have a head, and that guy did have a head. So, I mean, I didn't really think it was that confusing.
Good, so I won't feel bad when I take his hands and shove them down his throat.
Whoa, whose hands?
The fucker outside.
Oh,
Keep up.
Right. It's a lot. I'm very overwhelmed. I feel like he's right around the corner. This is where he would spend almost all his time. Here and there was somewhere else, a secret room. Lots of secret rooms.
So thought that that space on the wall opened up. What about these 2?
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
Can you open them?
No, I'm a frog.
Well, sorry, let me rephrase. Do you know how we might open them?
Well, you could try sliding them, pushing them, pulling them. It's kind of a tuning thing. You know, that's
Thank you, Thought.
no, they're all a lot of things password locked.
Do you know his? Did he have the same password for everything?
Yes.
I don't want to put his. Excuse me. I don't want to put his business out there for everybody.
So you're telling me he probably has a password that you probably know, but you don't want to tell me.
Well, I mean, you know.
Is this one of the passwords that Daniel and Anna knows, or is this a different one?
Could be.
I gotta go back and look at that. Hold on.
While they're all doing that, Darius is just kind of touching a wall and then just trying to force against it. See if anything happens.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen. It seems solid as stone. Your dark passenger is actually very calm right now in the passenger seat. It takes a great deal of joy in libraries and in knowledge, and so being here, you feel its contentment, like a white person going to a museum. So
I like museums.
Saying. Yeah, so it's like you could picture it almost with his hands behind his back, just staring at the books and the shelves, nodding in approval, like
Like he's literally like holding it out, facing other people, like shaking it as he talks.
All right, your dark passenger thinks that you should probably kill Shane, Darius. So.
Oh, don't worry, that's already on the list.
Okay, all right. You guys exchange a secret handshake in your mind palace. So. All right, Anna, you approach what is to Anna the most wall you've ever seen. A secret door, laughable.
She leans forward and says, Xanther.
Oh, son of a bitch. How did you... All right, so then a door
Wait, really?
opens up in the door.
I'm not even lying. It is. Yeah.
Wow.
God damn it.
Thought says, "Oi, hey! How'd you know the password? Tell anybody. Keep it secret. Keep it safe." Beyond, you see like the dopest room that gives you pause to enter you've ever seen.
Hello.
What is that?
Right? It is a massive chamber that opens into a hollow inside the mountain. You see all manner of strange and unusual rock formations in the abyss that goes past the cliff's edge of this very precarious research center. Shelves and books line the walls, and the floor is littered with all manner of wizard stuff. The epicenter of your attention, however, is another shard of amber. This one cut differently and resplendent with prismatic colors that shine from within. It is encased in a series of hovering brass rings over a plinth that is massive in its diameter and scale. From this distance, you cannot see anything else. But this passage leads from the library into this other room. And that's when Thought says, "Oh, yeah, this is the research center. This is where the magic happens."
Is this where your master spends most of his time?
Oh, it's here and the library. Very rarely he goes to his bedroom. His bedroom! Oh, that's right. All the secret door leads to his bedroom.
Just look down at the frog. Just shake their head.
It's all coming back to me. Listen, well, he doesn't even want the explanation. Incredible. Anna, you wouldn't really get it. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Shane on the stairs with the painting. The headless body just continues to sway side to side in front of that thing below.
I put the painting back down, resting against the banister, and look over and say, "Yeah, we're looking for it."
Shane, if you didn't know any better, when you set the painting down, you feel like the eyes are focused on Tiernan's body.
Creepy. And he'll angle it just so he gets the painting gets a good view of Tiernan.
You guys also hear Casimir say, "At last," and then shifting the crystal to one hand, he makes magical gestures in the right hand with his right hand, and a mage hand appears. It plucks a book off the tallest shelf, brings it down to him, and as it does, the swaying crystal seems to leap and bounce towards the book. Casimir says, I found it. I will need time to study it." And he slowly makes his way over and finds a comfy chair, and he sits down. All right. You guys reach this other wall?
Xanther.
The door opens, revealing a 10-foot high, 10-foot wide passage that immediately branches to the left, and you do see that there is another secret door already open Maybe you see that. I don't know. Looks like it's hard to see in that room. You have dark vision, don't you?
You want to give me dark vision? I'll take it.
Oh, you don't have dark vision? Never mind. You don't see the other door. There is no other door. What am I saying? There's nothing. Always hop into the player miniatures to make sure that they don't see something before you describe it. Loading screen tip.
How many more do I have of these? I think I still have some. Maybe. Oh, I do. Here's lights a torch.
Will you come over here?
Oh? Alright. Oi, Anna. I've got a bad feeling. I think Taltos is planning to sacrifice himself in lieu of the missing reagents for this ritual.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Oh. You think so?
Yes.
Wait,
I know so.
what? Do I hear this?
I mean, you got a decent... Wait, why is your perception a 9, bro? You don't hear shit.
All those fucking stacks of exhaustions you have on me.
Then I guess you don't hear it, Mr. I don't take care of myself. Jeez.
Welcome to the world, Darius.
See what Anna does. Well, I guess
It's real dark in there, bro.
is there like a lantern or something that's out here?
I have a torch. I have a
torch?
torch. You can have one.
You said convenient.
Shane literally has a flashlight sword.
Yeah, he ain't gonna ask Shane.
Dang. You guys still having some issues there, I see.
I forgot
I'm not the
about
one
that.
butthurt.
Shane,
Really?
Yeah. I'm not the one with the issue.
Shane, would you light the way?
Sure, if you move your lizard.
Oh, I'm a frog, actually. Yeah.
Darius takes out a torch and lights it.
Anna, you remember when the Dirt children used to get into little spats like this? So,
Listen, look at my animal handling skill.
yeah.
What makes you think I'm any kind of a good nursemaid?
I'm assuming you just sort of lock them up in a closet and we're like, you guys can come out when you get along, sort of thing. But that's how it's done in Barovia.
And then this is all mental with Daniel. Anything unusual you see in here?
Oh, we have that effect back, Daniel. What is it called again?
Psychic Whispers, wasn't that it?
Yeah.
Whispers? Okay. And who do you have on the network?
All the remaining players
Okay.
should be good for another hour yet.
Okay. Is it applying? Let me see.
I don't have it for some reason, but I see it on everybody else.
Oh, okay.
I
There
don't
we go.
have it.
You see it on everyone else.
Like,
Yeah.
Dead Tiernan has it, but, like, Shane doesn't
Tiernan's
have it.
got it.
Oh, okay.
Tiernan has everything.
There we go. All right. It doesn't have his life.
Dang.
Oh!
The one,
All right,
the one status effect he missed.
As you walk into this room, you see many things. First, you see a bedroom that has given way to disrepair and neglect. It definitely has some gothic horror Adam Stanley vibes, for sure. Let me see. What else is of interest in this room? Could have sworn there was something else interesting in this room I was supposed to tell you
Yeah,
about.
there was something, but
Let me check my notes. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It's coming to me now. All right. This 15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty, ornate furniture, exquisite rugs, and tapestries, and decorative statuary. Everywhere you look are lit candelabras atop small tables. The beauty of the decor is undone by thick dust and cobwebs. Floating in the center of the room is an old skull, bedazzled with gems and arcane runes. Teal lights glow in the empty sockets, and it rotates to look at you, and it says, "Do I know you?"
Well, we found a body without a head. Your head. So are you Xanther?
Who? Body? What? Hmm.
Hey, Thought! Get in here.
Oh. It starts to float towards you. You said a name. When he gets within 10 feet of you, Darius, I need you to give me a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's rough, buddy. It's rough. All right, you locking it in?
What kind of effect is this?
I cannot tell. Well, it's definitely if it had tags, it would be a mind affecting tag.
Okay, is it trying to charm me?
It is not.
Okay.
If anything, it reminds you of Daniel powers, psychic powers.
Oh. Well, recently someone else does. Well, okay, screw it. Sure, go for it.
So you are locking it in.
Then. Go for it.
All right. That's a terrible choice. You are feeble-minded. Feeble-minded is real bad.
Yeah, it is. Well.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be a bad situation for you. So here's how feeble mind works.
This is gonna be interesting.
First of all, you take 4d6 psychic damage. There you go. Secondly,
that's reduced because I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Your intelligence, Curse of Strahd, and Curse of Strahd have become 1. You cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and even protect them. After 30 days, you can attempt a new saving throw against this effect. And if you succeed, the spell will end. You could also use a Greater Restoration, a heal, or a wish spell. You, with the nature that you have, are full Velociraptor mode right now.
Yeah.
But Xanther says, well, go on. You were saying? Hello? How bothersome. I just want to know what's going on.
Well, the game's paused.
Oh, right. I'll unpause the game for you. Sorry, he shouldn't have been able to wander away from you unmolested like that. But yeah, he would start wandering away since you are unintelligible now.
I think just base animal instinct. Darius is curious about this thing, so he's just gonna follow it.
Just follow it around? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. The creature seems lost, sad, and confused. But does not seem hostile.
Yeah, he's gonna follow it like a dog, kind of sniffing at it.
Alright, back over here. Anna, you didn't hear really much of anything, except maybe some Charlie Brown murmurs down the passage. But Thought says, oi, hey, I think that's Xanther in there. I can hear him. Thought climbs on your head, Anna, and he grabs a tuft of hair in each of his forelimbs and says, "Giddy up!"
Oh, he gets grabbed.
All right, he starts to choke. His eyes bulge. He says, "Oh, okay, we can go together."
Shane, Daniel.
I'm just excited. I thought I was part of the team. That's all, you know.
You are. Quiet Thought.
Okay.
Shane and Daniel, he's in there.
Okay.
Casimir says, wait, I'm transcribing the spell. I won't be able to help you. Can't we just wait?
She looks at him like you've been plenty of help already, buddy, and ignores what he says.
Damn. Okay. Shane, you going with him? Or you staying in here?
Shane doesn't want to be anywhere where Darius was, so he's waiting
Oh,
outside.
wow. Okay.
Shane, it's dark in here. I need a light. That's why I asked you to come over here, please.
Well, you
And
do
I asked
see
you
a
to move your
light
lizard.
at the end of the hallway. All right, and so yeah, he's just wandering around, Darius. And he just says, "Now this is a lovely statue. I wonder who it was. Do you know?" And he turns to face you, Darius. When he does, he would see Daniel in the hallway, and he would say, "Oh, a skeleton. How interesting. Are you lost?"
Yeah. Daniel will turn to
Oh,
thought. Daniel will turn to thought and say, "Get the vial. Get the vial.
the what now?
The
Wh-
the vial with the angel
The
blood.
angel
Get it.
blood.
Oh, he reaches
Hold it.
in. He reaches into his
Hold it.
mouth and he pulls out the vial and he hands it to you.
Ugh. All right.
You thought I didn't have it anymore. Here you go. Here you go. I'm giving it to you. There, it's proof in chat. It happened. All right. You guys see? Oh, Darius, Dino Darius. You see your friend Daniel. He looks delicious.
Darius runs over to Daniel like a dog and starts nomming on his arm.
No.
Oh.
Friends aren't food.
Is this yours? Xantha moves closer to you, and I need Daniel. I need you to give me an intelligence save. We should probably roll into initiative at this point. Not that he's trying to hurt you on purpose, but let's see. Anyone in the other room rolling into initiative? How did I roll everyone into initiative? They're already there. Oh, I must have done a test initiative before the session began. Okay. All right. No one can roll, and then I grab everybody and hit this thingy down here. There we go. All right, Casimir is up first. Casimir licks a fingy, turns the page, dips the quill, keeps writing. He passes to Savid. Savid re-ups his ready action to kill anyone that tries to stop Master Casimir from his work. Alright. Not aware of anything going on in the other room. They'll pass to Taltos. Taltos continues working on his ritual. So I guess I gotta add Taltos to chat, or to combat. Taltos passes to Irenia. He continues to mourn Tiernan. Tiernan can't get past you. He's dead. She passes to Shane, who is one of her least favorite people now.
Yeah, join the club. Shane will just continue to kind of mock the painting and look down and watch Xanther bump into things and just kind of amuse himself.
All right, you may pass to Darius, Anna, Daniel, Xanther, or Thought.
I will pass to Anna.
Okay, Anna. So Anna, you are at the edge of this aura, unfortunately. So I do need an intelligence saving throw against Feeble Mind.
Is this evil? It's the only thing that's going to save me.
Xanther is an evil entity. Yes. So I would say that. Okay.
It's a straight up roll.
All right.
I don't think I have any bonuses
This
left.
is a DC 15.
Shit. Well, nice knowing you guys.
Join the club.
Oh
Hey!
my god!
All right.
The invitation was there.
You get a boon as well. You can attempt a new saving throw against a lingering or ongoing effect, which you don't currently have, right? Do you have any ongoing effects that allow a saving throw?
No.
Yeah, I guess you could do a save against a wound, right? We do a DC 15 Constitution is what we normally do after a rest for a wound. I'd allow that.
Okay.
All right. All right, so that does not succeed, so you're still dealing with those wounds. That's fine. All right, take your turn. You know that something is wrong with this skull and the vibes it's giving off.
She will say, Xanther, we've brought thought. And
Oh.
and she'll kind of grab thought and show him to Xanther and then
Okay.
take a little bit of a step away.
I consent. I consent. Maybe don't put me. Was just yeah. You pick him up.
Shove him
But
into the aura.
You shove him into the aura, or do you hold him up from there?
She's stepping back.
All right, hold on. I gotta see if he can actually see thought from his angle. He says, thought. I lost thought.
I'm just trying to keep his attention for Daniel's sake. That's all. And then she'll pass to Daniel.
All right. So you pass to Daniel. All right, Daniel.
All right, well,
you're in the aura, so I do need that int save, unless you already made it in chat.
Yeah, I got a 21.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah. While he is distracted, I'm going to unstopper the bottle of diva blood and administer. Pour it on him.
Okay, so it has to be a willing person to administer a potion to. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a way I can?
You could like pour it on him, but you would have to make an attack roll. If you miss, you dump it out on the floor.
Ooh, that's no good.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would say that you could do it with a improvised attack, dexterity, or strength if you wanted to try and like forcibly administer it to him. But
ooh, that's risky.
That is pretty risky.
Yeah.
Coo. Use your words. Use your words. Coo.
Use your words.
What's he gonna do? Bite you?
All right, Xanther. He'll put his hands up like we've come a long way to look for you.
Xanther?
You are.
Me?
I mean, look at you.
I can't. I don't seem to have a body.
Oh, he's downstairs in the other room.
Is he? I'll go to him. Excuse me.
Oh, wait, quick. You look awful. We need to.
Oh, do I?
We need to clean you up here.
Clean me up?
I got this vial of soap. It's super special. It's lemon scented. Here, let me clean you up a little bit. You know, polish those jewels a little bit.
I have jewels?
Oh, they're beautiful.
Are
You're
they?
beautiful.
Am I? Alright, he's gonna need a persuasion or a deception, but it is only a DC 25.
Only.
Use whatever fan spell you got to.
Alright, I'm just trying to see which is better. We'll go with. Oh, they're the same. Alright. And I can bump that.
Okay. Remember, on secret checks, you know, if you want to have advantage on the roll, you should spend DM inspiration or recapturation before the roll, which I know is like relatively new practice, but that way I don't have to do the whole like, I don't know, you might want to reroll, you might not, because then we kind of just have two rolls locked in for it. But if you want to boost this one, you can.
Okay. Oh, did that not roll? Okay, adds a 2 to it.
Okay. He says, well, I don't even know you. I wouldn't want you to touch me. That seems...
Exceeded the cost.
This is too far outside the range. He says, I'll pass, thank you. But you said the body was... this way? It kind of floats its head towards the hallway. Alright, anything else from Daniel? It's an action to try to persuade him.
Alright. What happened to be in push his luck range, would it?
Pushes luck. When succeeding a cost, you could do so if you were within 4 or take a second sack. No. You rolled a 3, which put you up to a 17, and then you rolled a 2, which put you up to a 19. So that would put you up to a 23 if you succeeded with that. So yeah, you'd still be short. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Did everything I could.
All right. Well, with that action, I mean, you still have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. He's got a bonus action step. Let him pass.
Wow.
We'll try.
All right.
We'll try again.
Okay.
Later.
All right. He steps aside. He says, "Isn't this a lovely room? Look at that bed. I don't know what it's for."
Yep. Daniel will look at this disheveled, unmaintained mess and be reminded of home. Just be like, yeah, it looks like my room back home.
Oh, is this your room?
Can I have it?
Well, I suppose. I don't know whose room it is.
Thank you.
All right. Do you pass to him, or?
Yeah, he'll pass to him.
Okay. All right. He's gonna start floating in. He's gonna pause at the doorway when he sees Thought, and let me see. Creatures starting their turn. Okay, so Thought's not starting his turn. He's gonna look at Thought and say, "Oh, what is that?" Anna, if you want to jump in, you can. Thought's just staring at him, kind of transfixed.
This is your familiar Thought. We've brought it to you.
I don't think I'm familiar with this creature.
But you know what a familiar is.
A what? A familiar. Yes. I think I was once familiar with many things, young lady. Oh, he's very cute. And he's going to spend the rest of the round just sort of staring at Thought, and unfortunately he's going to pass to Thought. Thought is going to try to make this intelligence saving throw. It is a straight roll. He just says ribbit as his brain melts. The psychic damage comes in, and you feel him die on your shoulder. Yeah. Or I guess in your hands, because you're holding him. As he dies, he becomes enamored with the source of the thing that killed him, and then he turns into dust, glowing and ephemeral, and then it just slides through your hands. He says, "Where did he go? What happened to him? Why do I feel so sad?" And that will be his turn. Well, I mean, that'll be Thought's turn. Thought will pass to Darius.
I know this is initiative and things happen in turn order, but essentially when Daniel had moved, you sit and he's talking with Xanther. You just see in the back, well, not even the background, just behind Daniel, Darius has extended his jaw and is clamped over Daniel's head and is just slowly gnawing his head.
Okay.
So he does nothing.
Daniel, do you consent to this, or?
God, is this how it ends?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Darius, you control initiative going into round 2 of the deadliest combat of the campaign.
I will pass it to Daniel.
All right, Daniel. Low key, it is actually kind of nice. You had a migraine, and it's gone now from this sort of acupuncture you're receiving. You were saying, Darius?
I guess for action's sake, I am Well, would it be a grapple onto Daniel? Yes, sure, whatever. He'll attempt to grapple Daniel.
Okay, so you get over enthusiastic. Okay, all right, I got you. Consent's no longer an issue, Daniel. Get that acrobatics check ready. Okay, you are firmly gripped by the head in the jaws of Darius. You could hear Xanther chattering away around the corner, and it sounds like Thought died, and that he's really sad about it. What are you gonna do?
Oh. Daniel's just like, down, down. Friends aren't food. Friends aren't food. And
Mhm.
oh, he's running really low. He will attempt to.
I mean, you can just do a persuasion check.
He doesn't want to waste the action copy,
You'll-
I think.
You don't have to use resources.
Use the resources. All right, so you teleport.
Yep, 40 feet out.
Okay.
You
To
know,
a point you
I
can
guess-
see. Yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Thread in the needle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you bamf into existence, the skull swivels and says, "It's a skeleton. You look a lot like the last skeleton." Oh,
Yeah.
skeleton. I think something happened to this girl's frog.
Well, that's not good. What happened?
I
Oh, I guess.
don't think I did anything. I was just looking at it and it sort of exploded.
Well, is there anything we can do to help?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Well, here, let me help you with that. And he'll pull the bottle out and.
Because of his condition, you don't have diminishing returns because he doesn't remember you trying to talk to him
I know.
before. Okay, I'm just letting you know before you go to do this. So you get a fresh start.
It's like, it's like, here, I've got this magical. Well, not magical, but. It's
Oh,
like this
I like
this amazing-
magic. Oh,
this
it's not.
It's amazing. It's this amazing magical tincture.
Oh, it is
You know,
magic.
It'll clear your head. Give you that
Oh.
zip and zip. He's giving him like.
Oh
sales
my!
pitch,
Is
like,
this Coca-Cola?
Oh, better. It's old
Better?
Coca-Cola, not new Coke. Old
May
Coke.
I
And
have
people
it?
still like.
Wait, you're a stranger. And his eyes avert. However, the mention of one of his favorite drinks in life, Coca-Cola, does get him roused a bit. I will give you advantage on the roll. There we go, because this is 5e. So,
All right.
all right. So when you go to roll it, you can hold down Alt or Control, one of them
shift.
buttons.
Shift is-
Shift
shift is
down
there.
for the. Okay, yeah, and then it'll roll it secretly with advantage. Okay.
So if we
Alright.
had advantage on this, you can use you haven't used a Fanspiration, so you can use a Fanspiration to re-roll.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. I will use a recapspiration to re-roll if that's
Yeah, go for it.
not enough. And
Persuasion, is this one of your rogue skills that you can't get lower than 10 on, I should ask?
yeah, it's reliable.
Oh, okay, got it. But currently you're only at a +7 because of the hard life you're leading. Got you.
Mhm.
All right.
Wait,
Alright,
so
I
then
will-
the first time he did that, when he rolled a 3, shouldn't that have been a 10?
Yeah. That.
I think it did.
It was-
I did bring it up. Yeah.
it
'cause
was still, yeah, it
if
was
you look
still a
up,
little
his
too
3
low.
turned into a 17, so it did raise it to a 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I did that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I will spend the recapspiration
Okay.
and try that again.
Okay.
Using one of my last 2 psychic die, I will bump that. Oh.
Oh my god, yeah. He says, I don't trust you. You seem like a very bad man.
Okay,
And as he
realizing
says
how to-
that, you see his eye lights are shifting from teal to red.
Okay. realizing how this is gonna go, he's gonna use go around the corner.
Okay.
So that was 10, 15. All right. And
He turns
that's
to you,
him,
Anna, and says, I think that guy is trying to poison me. All right, Daniel, who do you pass to?
All right, who's left?
There's a new
Daniel,
round. You
Daniel,
started
who has talked down a fallen angel, can't get this old man to take his medicine. This is incredible. Dice, D20s, fuck those guys. All right, who do you pass to, Daniel?
All right, who's left?
It's a new
Shane, have you
round just
gone yet?
starting.
I'm
Alright.
not.
All right, he'll actually motion Casimir. It's like get back, get back, get back. And he'll pass to Casimir. It's like he's coming. Don't be near. Get back.
All right, you gonna pass to Casimir? Casimir is gonna look up and say, "Wait, what? I told you I was working." Sensing the panic in your voice, though, he's gonna abandon his work and is gonna move over here. It's right at that time that the secret door to the stairs closes of its own accord. And then he sort of rushes past it to the far corner. All right. He will pass to Savid, and Savid will say, "Should I shoot him? Should I kill him?"
Just protect Casimir for now.
All right, he's gonna go back. He's gonna ready an action to possibly shoot this guy. All right. Let's see. He will pass to Shane, who's also good at readying to shoot guys.
Yep. So when Daniel said to get away, so Shane will sprout his wings because I think he put them away. So that's his action. And then how tall is this room? It seems like it might be a tall room.
This room is 15 feet tall.
I have no idea how big that.
Oh no!
is.
Sorry. This room, sorry, is 40 feet tall. The bedroom is 15 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this room is 40 feet tall.
Yeah, I'll use all 40 feet of movement to fly straight up.
Okay.
And I will use my free action as a gunslinger to draw my gun.
Okay. All right. Are you in your action to ready it, or
no? The action, unfortunately, was not. The action was to sprout the wings.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have it out, but I don't have a shot ready.
All right. Fair enough. Who do you pass to?
Taltos.
Okay. Taltos looks up from what he's doing, and he looks over and he says to Daniel, "Daniel, what is wrong? Is he hostile? Is this a fight?"
I don't know, but he's got some kind of aura that's making everyone stupid. Like we need to stay clear while we try and talk him down, so we can get this into him. He, shakes the diva blood.
All right. He's gonna back up in the corner. This door over here, having not been used, has closed on its own as well. But I'll put a door marker so you guys know that there is a door since you found it. In case you need more room to go to. All right. Taltos will pass to Anna. She'll figure it out. Anna, he seems very agitated.
Xanther, we've come to heal you.
Who is Xanther?
It's you.
It's me?
Will you come and drink something to help return your memories?
Is it a Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Oh. Then its eye lights narrow and he says, "I don't know if I can trust you."
What would it take?
I mean, OOC would take a persuasion check. So, what he's looking for.
How about deception check?
Ooh, all right. Yeah, I'll take a deception check. Since you don't actually have Coca-Cola, you big liar.
Is this an advantage or not regularly? I don't remember. I'm going to spend a DM inspiration on it because I don't remember if this is an advantage. So we'll make it an advantage.
Well, it is an advantage because you did mention Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
But also, I think your Kingmaker stuff has an advantage. The eye lights burn a brighter red as you tell him this bold-faced lie. And he says, I don't take kindly to liars.
Reroll with fanspo.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can reroll fanspo if you didn't use the fanspo to get the advantage. That's the thing. Getting the advantage is good because then when you reroll the whole check.
I'll use the last DM inspiration.
Okay. All right. There's the sound of a VHS tape being rewound. Or not. Okay.
Move that.
Yeah, it was good.
It's
It was good,
we
but
want the thing again.
all right. So he says, "Come back here. You're going to pay for this." Anna, who do you pass to?
Oh, Darius, do I want to punish you or not for this? Because I'm going to get hit with something. Pass to Xanther.
All right, Xanther. Okay, Xanther's gonna float in here. And he says, "It was you. You're the one." As he approaches, he is going to. Oh. He's just gonna start crying. This ability is called Pitiful Sobs. Xanther emits a sad bawling. Every creature within 30 feet that can hear the sound must succeed it on a Constitution saving throw or drop to 0 hit points, their will to live abandoning them. On a success, you are slowed. Here, I'll just post it in the chat. So this is 30 feet, so this is actually going to be Darius as well. So I need the two of you to make Constitution saves.
It's an advantage.
All right, success.
I don't think I have advantage on stuff, so
You've got
I have so many stats.
Shine
that-
Bright, which you do not. Never mind.
What's the other thing? Drop 0 hit points. That is not a. That's not that feature. Would you say this is an effect that makes me unconscious?
I would not. It's an effect that drops you 0 hit points.
Okay.
Being unconscious just happens after you hit 0 hit points.
All right, then I will spend a recap inspo to roll this advantage and hope for the best.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There you go. You made it. All right, so you guys are both just slowed. Because you've never felt this sad in your entire life. That moment. Well, Darius, you can't remember your whole life, so your life started about 18 seconds ago. This is the saddest you've ever felt. That is its turn. It will pass to Darius. Darius, you do know that Anna is your friend.
Yep.
And that this guy is making everyone upset, and he does seem to be threatening your friend.
But he also sees Fred. So he's going to, and he is sad, so he goes to Fred. Moving
Slowly.
at half speed.
Okay.
Action to dash, and he's just going to kind of nestle up to Anna.
Oh,
Use
so
our
awkward.
reaction to put an arm around him.
All right, seeing your friendship, Xanther cries even harder, and you see ectoplasmic tears spill from his eye sockets, and he says, "I used to have a friend. It was a little frog." A frog. Yes. Darius, you may pass the initiative.
Pass it to Irenia.
Okay. As you pass by Irenia, he says, "If only I could see my frog one more time. It could change everything." Irenia looks around and she says, "I don't want to use strong language, but what the fuck is going on?" No one? No, alright. Great.
Daniel kind of shrugs. It's like, what the hell?
He will do nothing with her turn. You know what? She'll take the dodge action, because she's a seasoned adventurer at this point, and if you don't have anything else to do, you take the dodge action. She will pass to Daniel and say, "Daniel, what the hell is going on?"
He's lost his mind, and it's done.
Oh, Exanter. Yeah, Dot said he lost his marbles. Do you have any marbles to give him?
I'm trying, but he won't take them. All right, so seeing that he went back in.
Can't you force him? I mean, he doesn't have hands.
I'm kind of at the point where we need to brute force this.
But if you miss, it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, Daniel's all like, I don't wanna risk this until we have to.
He can talk big and bold as he flies up to the ceiling.
Yeah, far away from all these saber die effects. Yeah.
That is the kind of man Shane has become.
All right, there. Dash. 10, 15, 20.
It would just be right here.
Okay. Oh, I can't. May I make it to the door?
All right, this is a very sad skeleton. He sees you and says, "A skeleton? Are you lost?"
No, this is my bedroom. What are you doing here?
My goodness, is this whose bedroom it is? I didn't mean to intrude. I don't even know how I got here.
Oh, that's all right, dog. Don't trip. Here, I got a Coca-Cola. You want to have one with me?
Oh, Coca-Cola! I love Coca-Cola. And he looks over at you with the pro-offered bottle and his eye lights narrow. He says, "That doesn't look like a Coca-Cola bottle."
It's new Coke.
He's going to need a persuasion or deception check.
You gotta pass one of these
DC
eventually.
25.
Okay, we're all right. Do I get advantage normally with this?
Sure, he doesn't remember that two other times in the last 20 seconds he's been offered a fucking Coca-Cola. Sure.
Did it in the ballpark.
You're close, baby. You're close.
All right, last psychic die.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Coca-Cola limited edition. Bring that on over.
All right,
But you find you don't have the action economy. Do you have the action economy? You're.
I've got a cunning celerity left.
Okay.
Another dash. Item interaction.
Okay. Oh, I mean, administering is outside your action economy, but you could pro offer it to him.
Oh, he will do that.
Okay. I hope he doesn't forget what's happening by the time his turn comes around, though.
Hey, eyes on me.
Okay. All right. So who do you pass to?
Can I wait, he's already gone.
No, he hasn't.
This round he hasn't gone. Yeah.
Okay, I will pass to Exanther.
All right. He rolls to see if he recharges his crying ability. He does not. All right. With his teeth, he grabs the bottle and then he rotates his skull, and then you watch, in a panic, as the blood goes right through his teeth. There's nothing to catch it, and it starts to spill out onto the floor. As it does, he looks down at the floor and says, "Oh, I dropped it." And he floats down to the floor, and he says, "My Coca-Cola." And he just lays down in it. And as he does, he is cured. Alright. I'll remove you from initiative. Sideways on the ground, the skull, its eyelights return to the more peaceful teal, and it says, well, what's going on here? What? Why am I so small? Why are you so big? What's going on here? And he rolls into initiative. I tricked you. Alright. Let's see. I'll roll his body in too, because now he's aware of his body. Alright. We'll see who goes first. Let's see. Taltos is up first. As we begin combat, I'll go grab final boss lich music. Let's see, where do I keep my final boss lich music at? Okay. Lord of the Dead. Yep, that's him. Alright. Okay, Taltos is going to say, I have a bad feeling about this. And he's going to take a dodge action and then cautiously approach the other room. Alright. He will pass to Anna. She always knows what to do.
Oh my god. Are we fighting, guys?
Coo, use words. Coo.
It's incredible that Sam Riegel not only survived cancer, but had enough time to hang out with us this morning on this wonderful Sunday.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Alright, Anna.
You
You hear the even with your bad perception, you hear the plot pigeon cuckoo.
Yeah.
I mean, just to ask, how many bloops do we also hear?
Oh, he bloops still. You don't hear him till his turn comes up. Yeah.
Xanther,
Yes,
we've
I am Xanther.
You had your memory lost. We just healed it.
Oh! It was from that book I read. My bad. All right.
Thank God.
Sorry for the mistake there. He floats up to look around. He says, and I seem to have lost my body again.
It's downstairs.
Oh my goodness, you found my body as well. Well, if you knew where my familiar was, it would be a clean sweep.
He's dust. He's in the hallway.
I can summon him again. You know what? I think I'll do that right now. No, wait. Perhaps I should make sure you're not trying to bamboozle me. Shane, you feel the body. Well, not feel it. You hear the body, and then see the body come into view. And it seems to be stumbling up the stairs.
I tell it if I know it can't see or hear, but I'm like in there. I just point, knowing it can't see or hear.
Well, what do we have here? A dragonborn, a skeleton. That's exciting. And then a zombie. Must be the 5th age of magic. Anything goes. What brings you to my humble abode? And why would you try to heal what would obviously be construed as a demi-lich? That seems very premeditated.
Because you're the greatest mind in all of Barovia, of course.
His eyelights turn pink, and he kind of spins in a circle. He says, "Oh, you, I mean, yes, but, oh, well, what do you need the greatest mind in Barovia for?"
Now, I forgot that Strahd and Xanther had a falling out.
Oh, also his aura, which was called the Aura of Missing Thought, would then deactivate. By the way, so let's see. I'm only gonna display the name of the aura to Classic because they never discovered thought in their random encounter rolls. So they're gonna be like, I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Oof.
All right. As his body enters the room, he settles down on his body, and I will adjust things real quick.
Does the slow wear off?
Yes, the slow would have worn off by now.
Look, Xanther, many things have gone on since you've been this way.
Oh, how long have I been trapped in my own mind?
I don't know. Thought could tell you, I think.
Oh, could he? Well, then we should definitely get Thought back in here. Do you mind? 10 minutes?
She will explain the peanut gallery version of what's gone on. How do I want to frame this?
All right. You see his state shift from hostile to friendly.
Get Shane in here if possible, because I'm sure he remembers things I don't.
All right. Once he's reassembled, there we go. All right. So he heads over to this desk over here, and he says, there's my incense. Yeah, here we go. All right. He starts making a little summoning circle. It basically looks like Karopi from the My Little Kitty line. So, if anyone's familiar with that. No, nobody, just me. Okay. Best character, My Little Kitty. All right. Well, Batsmar was pretty good. Don't want to get beat up by Caden X for not mentioning that. All right. So yeah, he makes this ritual circle and begins burning the incense and uttering the things. He cannot be disturbed during this. So as you talk to him, he's ignoring you.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Everyone's out of combat now, so they stop dodging. Taltos is curious, but he also wants to try and finish the ritual he's working on, so he's going to go back to Tiernan. Casimir is very curious. He's going to move back. He's going to send Savidid to find out what's going on. Alright. So Savid appears. He sees the Lich working magic, and he raises his bow, and he looks at Anna, should I shoot him?
She shakes her head no, puts her hand up, don't do it.
Alright. He puts the bow down. He says, what is going on?
He's summoning Thought back to us.
Wait, Thought died?
She shrugs.
Okay. He's gonna head back. Alright. Okay, so we'll say 10 minutes pass. Unfortunately, Darius, your mind is not restored.
Yep. I'm just nibbling on the bones of Daniel. He's like a dog.
Daniel's just slumped down the chair. He's out of psychic dice. He's as mentally exhausted as he's been since college.
Okay.
He just pets Darius while he does it.
Oh. Thought appears. His boss meter fills back up. And he says, ha ha ha, Exantha, I've waited a long time for this. And he hops up, and he puts a wet foreleg against Exanther's head, and gives him a pat. Exanther says, my friend, you're back. Excellent. Where did you go? And then Thought proceeds to tell him of his magical journey, using the flying book, and breaking all the rules of the Familiars Union, surviving, even though he was 1 mile or more than 1 mile away from Exanther, etc., etc. Exanther listens to his tale, which Anna, with your low wisdom, I would think that you might believe a lot of the crazy shit that Thought got up to. It's basically the Odyssey starring Thought. It's incredible.
You should
Yeah.
write a book, Thought.
He says, "Oh, I might. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe just option it to Netflix. They'll make anything into a show." So,
Honestly, I was thinking Homeward Bound.
damn,
I
damn.
love that so much. I want to play the Thought Homeward Bound one shot.
So Xanther says, my, it's a shame what happened to the princess of the alligators. It seemed like you had something there." And Thought says, "I'll make any sacrifice for a friend." He says, "I'm touched. And then you stumbled upon these people. More of Strahd's experiments, I imagine." "Yes, I'm very sorry for my apprentice. He hasn't even seen the Saw movies. I wouldn't let him watch them. He's too easily influenced by media. But his wickedness comes naturally."
Xantha, there's much that's gone on since you've been away.
Well, it can't be that much. We are trapped in a perpetual cycle of endless torment. Where are we at? Has he stolen Irenia from you yet? To force her to marry him?
No.
Oh, you're doing fine then. Normally that's when things really start to go downhill.
Good to know.
You haven't done anything that would have triggered him to take such drastic actions, though, I assume.
Not yet.
No one's sleeping with Irenia, right? That would be really bad.
Not anymore.
Oh! Oh, he must have killed the poor bastard. Or bastardess, you know. Irenia's full of love, is what we used to call it when you were... He leans in, a little promiscuous.
We seek a way to break the cycle. Is it possible?
Oh, I mean, it is, but it would be risky. If you attempted it and failed, it would just reveal to him a weakness that he would then be able to prevent anyone else from attempting.
I know the key to what we need is here.
What do you think the key is?
He has this thing with him that gives him power.
Yes. Indeed.
Is there a way to stop it?
Well, yes. Yes, there is. But this is dangerous information. You don't have a seeker with you, do you?
Not anymore.
Ah, that must have been the one boinking Irenia. Well, I sensed in you a darkness. My old friend, Xantris, I believe. And you, the Howling Storm. And Tarakamedes, how the mighty have fallen. Your mind was always your greatest treasure, and seems to have broken. You must have peeked into the same book I did, you poor bastard.
Can you fix it?
Oof. I don't know if I can. I mean, maybe. That's a big ask.
I'm sure the greatest mind in Barovia. There's no problem too small for you.
Oh, well, I mean, that's pretty great. You see the highlights kind of turn pink again. and it says, this place is shielded against scrying and intrusion, so nosy little Strahd won't know what's going on here, unless, of course, one of you is his secret champion. His lover, perhaps? And he looks right at you, Daniel, when he says it. He's not good at deduction games. He's never won Secret Hitler. He looks right at you, Daniel. Yes, you seem like his type. Skinny, white.
No, and Daniel will pull up his pant leg, showing the old breaks in his bones. And it's like, this was our first date. We broke up shortly after.
Ah, so you were dating. Aha! Anna, even you would recall that Strahd has a black wife, an Asian wife, a twink husband. I mean, you don't think
he's in a harem play. I get it.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't just date skinny white people. It's definitely not. It's not a nice thing.
No one here is aligned with him.
Ah, good. Well, if we're all in the same club, as highlights flash, I guess that's like an eyebrow waggle, then maybe we can work together. I long for the multiverse. It has been denied to me for too long.
Do you come from Seattle too?
No, but it's a great place. At least in many timelines. Why, I remember Mordenkated and I were getting some coffee, and we heard a motorcycle, and you would not believe it. It was the lead singer of Soundgarden, just driving right down the road, right in front of us.
I don't know what words you're saying, so I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. The multiverse is very big, and there's much to see. And I'm sure that you and your friend have much work to do. Why don't we work towards freedom for all?
Of course.
Now, is this all that's left of your party? Is the 5th Age of Magic? There should be, 7, 8 of you?
There's 2 elves, a woman.
It's just a woman.
It's Irene, yeah.
Oh, that's a problem. Well, actually, the door slams shut. That's actually not a problem at all. That is his weakness. And now we have it. She's still intact, I take it.
She's not a virgin anymore, but
Oh,
she is intact.
Who is? No. I think this will be a very good bargaining chip. If we lock her away where he cannot see her, he will be powerless to act against us for fear of her life being endangered.
That's why I've kept her with us.
Ah, you are brilliant. Just the sort of scheming mind that the Kingmaker seeks out. Yes. We might need to get this one patched up, though.
What's needed?
Well, time is needed. And little else. I should be able to manage it.
Well, I don't think we're on any timers right now, so time is all we have.
Ah, excellent. Well, that's not too bad. All right. Okay. He says, well, I should probably meet the rest of your group. And he starts to he's one of those evil spellcasters that just the tip of one of his toe bones touches the floor as he hovers. But it leaves like a little bone on stone scraping sound as he goes. And he heads to the room and he says, "Hello, everyone! Hi!" He smiles real big, but as a skull, that's kind of the default situation. And you see perched on his head is Thought. As he looks around at everyone, he says, "Oh, I see you're helping yourself to the books. Well, that's fine. Fine. There's enough knowledge to share." Oh, it's you. As Xanther looks at you, Shane, his eyelights turn pink.
Oh, I guess I would probably tap in a no and say flatterer.
You know that your friend has, out of boredom, frequently assaulted his mind with promises
Oh, no.
of love and erotica.
Maybe we don't speak of these things. Our secret.
Oh, he puts one bony finger to his non-existent lips in a shushing gesture, the pink lights of his eyes intensifying, and he says, "Yes, I am always a gentleman, if nothing else. It is good to see you out and about, my dear."
I'll put the gun away, obviously, now.
Yes. A druid of the old faith, uncorrupted. You see Talto stand defiantly before Xanther. And the Seeker. Oh, pity. They rarely make it. I'm so sorry for your loss, Irina Kolyana. She stares at him defiantly, her eyes like green fire. And she says, Thought told us that you were powerful and kind. Could you please do something for Tiernan? Well, I suppose I could do something for Tiernan. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like this young man has already taken matters into his own hands.
Tiernan will be fine, Irina. Just give it time.
Well, who might you be? Casimir looks up from the transcription he's doing, and he says, I am Casimir Velikov, and I was there, as we all were. And Xanther holds up a hand. You need to say no more. I know your story. You had one very bad day. There is a beauty to darkness. There is a power to evil. But cruelty has always struck me as petty and childish. What he did to your people can never be forgiven or forgotten. You have done the right thing coming here to seek your revenge. My library is yours. I don't know about you, but I could use a little rest. See you in about 4 to 6 hours.
Make it 8.
All right. What now?
And anybody do anything for Darius?
Darius looks around the room, kind of taking the measure of everyone that's here. Then sees Shane.
So Shane, does your lizard brain? There's only 3 states, right? There's friend, threat, and curiosity. When you're feeble-minded.
Yeah. His eyes flare, his spikes grow larger, and he starts growling at Shane.
Shane, you feel the warm embrace of your patron and her hot breath on your neck as she whispers, "It is a shame. He's gone rabid. You'll have to take him out back."
Darius, I have something for you. She offers him. Do you eat flesh still?
Yep.
Well, you eat it, you just don't get nourishment from it.
Well, it
It's
has
just-
to keep me alive.
Right. It's the bones, though, bro. You gotta have them bones.
No, I don't have anything good.
But you still eat meat, though.
I don't have anything substantial for you. Sorry.
Well, when Anna calls his name, he kind of turns to her. He kind of realizes the backpack that's on him, and he kind of shakes it off like, an animal would, trying to put something on him. It spills open, and the contents of its backpack spill onto the ground. One of which is 6 essence of Earth Elemental.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that specifically, but they spell in front of Taltos, and then he walks over to Anna and just looks at her, licks her.
Let's go find you something to eat.
Great, we have a rabid lizard now.
Shane.
Growls at Shane.
Am I wrong?
Shane, be careful. That's all I'm asking.
Irene turns to
You can't
Daniel.
understand me.
What happened to Darius, Daniel? Why is he acting like an animal?
Oh, crazy Xanther spread to him. He'll be okay. I think he's more like a dog right now. It's a sideways change.
Taltos sighs and says, "I think I know what I can do." Yeah. I think I know what I should do. Alright. And Taltos, who is still doing pretty good on exhaustion and hit dice. He produces from his bag a wooden bowl, and he cuts himself and begins to collect his blood in the bowl. Irenia gasps, goes to him and he says, "I need this for the ritual. It is old magic, and well, I will bring him back to you." All right, Casimir. He looks like a nerd where the teacher pointed out to everyone in the class that they're just the smartest, bestest kid in the whole school. And he's just scribing away.
Well, let's secure this room at least and try to rest as best we can.
Okay. So this is not currently. Well, I guess you guys did save and befriend Xanther. All right, we will treat this as a sanctuary. However, you would not. You would still be subject to the terrible things that happen if you rest inside the Amber Temple.
Choice.
So, I mean, well, yeah, you can walk all the way outside.
Go
To
through
the
all
mountain.
those flame skulls, go down the fucking mountain, and hope that we get to another sanctuary in time.
Yeah. Well, I'm just letting you know that this it's okay to rest here, and you will get the benefits of a sanctuary. However, it's you're still subject to the whims of this evil place.
I'm
Okay.
willing to take that risk. How's everybody else feel?
Go for it. I want to rest.
Oh hell yeah, Casimir! Casimir ain't going to bed tonight. No reverie for him. It takes 7 hours to learn this spell. All right. David, is he also going to stay up? Yeah, sure. He'll try to stay up and... Oh, baby. Okay. That puts you at 3 exhaustion, homie.
Only 3? Fucking lightweight.
I know,
right?
Gotta aim for that full 10, boy.
That's life goals right there. Oh wait.
Or, death goals.
All right. Yeah, so you guys can settle in if you would like. Well, even if you don't like, you should probably settle in because you guys are pretty beat to shit.
Is there a carousal table?
You know what? In a way, there kind of is just by sleeping here. If you have enough alcohol on your person, you could make it carousal worthy.
All I have is Hill Giant's blood, Daniel. Can you do anything with that?
Oh, hell yeah.
I've still got 6 unidentified cursed potions I gotta work on.
Oh, gotta be booze, right? These monks have had to have made booze.
All right, I'm gonna progress the clock 1 hour. All right, during that time, does anybody do anything noteworthy, or do you just sort of try to wind yourselves down enough to get some rest after everything that's happened?
If Darius doesn't require constant attention,
He does.
okay, then that's what she's doing.
Okay. All right. At the end of the hour, Taltos has finished his ritual. Tiernan's body is adorned with blood, and you see that Taltos has all but drained himself of blood, going into exhaustion as he ran out of hit dice. But every square inch of Tiernan's body has been scribed with druidic runes in Taltos' blood. As he kneels next to Tiernan, utters the ancient words of power. He begins to shake. His eyes begin to sort of roll in his head. It is as if he's having some kind of seizure. His body locks up, and he falls over dead. as he falls over dead and hits the carpeted stone floor, Tiernan's body bursts, and there is nothing but just a red sort of goo left behind. Irenia loses her shit. She begins to scream, wailing. And Casimir looks up, perturbed. He looks over at you, Anna, like, seriously? I'm trying to fucking work. But then realizing who he's making the face at, he looks away. And he says,
Smart lad.
perhaps you should check on her. She seems distressed.
Did it work? She just says it out loud.
As you approach and say that, Taltos' body ruptures as well. Darius, it do look delicious though. But as you're contemplating this blood pudding, you notice, you would notice because of your great interest in how delicious it is, that the separate piles of meat are sort of moving, squirming, twitching towards each other.
Saw that.
Daniel, you would definitely see this with your perception. Medical wise, you have no idea what the fuck is happening here. This is definitely magic.
Base animal Darius was going to go over and comfort Irenia because she was crying, but then sees all this meat moving around and has gained his interest. And now he kind of walks over to it and starts looking at it.
Irenia starts pulling on your tail, and she's like, "No, don't you touch it!" Daniel, if you didn't know any better, you would say that whatever this is on the ground, it is sort of alive.
He's watching to see what happens.
Okay. It is a excruciatingly slow and disgusting process, but you watch as the bits of meat and congealed blood and shards of bone begin to knit and weave themselves together slowly, almost like 3D printing a vaguely humanoid body.
It's like Frank coming back from Hellraiser.
Yeah, Daniel just looks at his own like skeletal hands. It's just seems like a waste of flesh.
Tiernan's player, two things. One, your soul, it's not in a great place right now. It's real bad. It's like, Van Damme Bloodsport, first day of prison, you know what I'm saying? Like they're all the other anguished souls here in the temple are kind of lined up to give you your hazing ritual. You know that you have an eternity of torment ahead of you, and the pain of those final burns has not faded, even though you no longer have a corporeal body with which to feel them. You feel the presence of the Fanes faint. You hear Irenia's wailing scream. And you know that you have a chance to go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept. I'm gonna try to pry any knowledge away from here that I can to bring back with me. But yeah, this further reinforces my wish to fix this place.
You may ask the spirits gathered here, but one question to take back with you. But if you do, you will bring with that knowledge a curse.
Does that equal a third black dot?
Oh no, this would be specific to the question
Yeah.
being asked. Yeah. Mm.
Well, I like the idea of that, but I don't have a question off the top of my head.
Oh well, I mean, so you don't ask the
So
question then?
yeah, so sensing that carrying something back from this place would impart me with a little bit more than I wanted, we will refrain.
Oh, okay. Then I need you to give me a D100 to determine what body has been crafted for your spirit to re-enter. Also, do you feel that being a man, a wiener toting man, is a core part of Tiernan's identity?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then you need to roll another D100. On a 1 to 50, you come back as a man. On a 51 to 100, you come back as a woman. All right. Man, talk about a vanilla pizza result. You come back as a male human. There was all this like dope, creepy shit on the reincarnation table. All right. So I guess the last thing I need you to do then is roll me just an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check. And this will determine how much like yourself you would still look versus completely randomized appearance.
Just like, let me clear all these exhaustions.
You don't think your soul's exhausted? All right, that's fair.
Oh no, it absolutely is. That's not what the state signifies.
All right.
All right. So what is this charisma?
Just
wisdom?
yeah, one of the three. This is to represent your you're basically, oh my god. So you look nothing like you did before. Yep. Here, I'm gonna hit up a robot to give us a start on this. Okay, so let's gonna say, can you draw a human man?
That's it. That's the prompt.
He can be any age between 18 and 100. Any nationality, any ethnicity. Go nuts. All right, here we go.
Literally hit randomizer on character creation.
That always goes well.
Yep.
Oh my god! All right, here's what the robot has to say. Dang. Did you pay this robot? Is this bribed? All right. Here's what I'm
looking like. Read. I'm like,
right? I'm like, hey.
Well, hold on.
Let's use my processing power.
You listen to it. And decide for yourselves, guys, because it hasn't drawn the picture yet because my GPT, it likes to have conversations first. It says, here's what I'm thinking. A striking portrait of a man in his late 30s with a rugged yet refined appearance. He has a strong, angular jawline covered in light stubble. His skin is a warm olive tone with a few subtle scars that hint at a life filled with experiences. His eyes are deep set and piercing with a hint of world weariness, yet they retain a glimmer of determination. They are framed by thick, dark eyebrows. His hair is jet black, slightly tousled, and falls just above his shoulders.
Hey!
With a few strands of gray starting to peek through.
Bitch stole my look.
And then no, it goes on. It goes on. Now you don't actually get these clothes because you naked, like a Terminator that traveled through time. But he's dressed in a fitted leather jacket with visible stitching that adds texture and character to the garment. Underneath, he wears a simple white T-shirt, slightly wrinkled, hinting at a casual, no-nonsense attitude, and he has broad shoulders and muscular build that are evident even under the layers of clothing.
Insert Shane's picture here.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Shane with a deep tan.
Well, if you have daddy issues, that's it.
But without the daddy issues, actually.
Yeah.
They look
I
each
am
other.
Shane, as you would have been.
They look each other in the face, and it's just like, I'm you, but Mediterranean. So
Yeah. If you want, you
All
can
right.
put I can give you some alternate Shane art. You can put a filter on it.
Now I wanna see what good old AI here gives me. What does computer draw for this?
okay,
Paint me a Mona Lisa, computer.
it's working on it. It's grinding it out.
Amazing.
Oh, even though it said you had long hair, it keeps giving you a really great haircut. All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna
Irene
grab.
doesn't like it. Immediately starts cutting my hair as I'm there on the ground.
All right, hold on.
He looks too much like Shane.
All right. It's trying again. It's trying again. It's hilarious to me when it says, this is what I'm going to do, and then it does the complete opposite. I'm like, that's cool, man. I often envision a picture that I don't have the skill to draw, and then end up adjusting the picture after the fact. Let's see. We may just have to accept that you have a haircut here, but or we just flip Shane's token to the left and yours is on the right. Okay.
I mean, we could just throw Shane's picture into Dolly or whatever and be like, redraw this man, but 10 years older.
Yeah, his name is now Blaine.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give it one more chance, and then we're just gonna go with the haircut.
Or Shane and Sean.
All right. Well, we'll have to imagine it's got long hair or add it in later. But this is what. Goddamn, dude.
Nice. It's pulled back.
Oh, is that it? You got it in a
Yeah.
ponytail? Okay. Sweet. Excellent. You hear that, robot? They're making excuses for you. That's okay. All right. I will get a token made of that. But yeah, you breathe, and you feel your lungs filling with air, and as the oxygen hits your new blood, things start to come online.
So, am I made from, like, the physical bits of what remained of Tiernan and what remained of Taltos, basically?
He did not have the reagents he needed for the rituals, so he sacrificed himself, which is the oldest form of ritual implements in all the ages of magic.
Look at Taltos' picture. Look at Tiernan's picture, and then look at the picture that we got. Like,
yeah, it is. I think
it couldn't have been more perfect.
To bring science into this, if you were to take a DNA test, you would definitely no longer register as Tiernan, but maybe a relative of Tiernan. And maybe a relative of Taltos if he was in the DNA database.
Amazing.
Alright. Well, I mean, a kid died for this, but yeah, I guess it's amazing. Alright. Sorry, Taltos. You weren't one of the MCs, you know what I'm saying?
Ow. Am I cut?
What? I can hear you.
Oh no, I was looking at the stream if it cut or not. Weird.
Oh.
Let's check it. No, I was gonna ask because of those elemental earth essences. You know, earth connected to the veins, all that stuff. That's why I kind of threw that up front, but I wasn't sure if that was gonna work or not. Oh well.
He looked them over, but it just wasn't enough. And he was afraid of what would happen if he tried it. He knew the blood would work. He didn't know if the other one would work. Is pretty much what it came down to. Yeah. But you know, I did have him look through all the things that you spilled out, hoping to find something that would be able to substitute.
What do I come back with HP wise and stuff?
You off of reincarnation. Let me check. You would think I'd know after all the times those fucking pirates did this to me, but let me see.
Jane murdered Mitch until he got a body we liked.
There's a reason magic is outlawed on many worlds. I would say that you have no diseases, you have no exhausted, you have your full hit points and all your hit dice.
Nice.
You lucky son of a gun.
However, you still feel bound to the Fanes. In fact, more so than ever.
I'm good with that. Do I still have my ignore the first couple damage of fire trait that I had? I feel like that maybe shouldn't carry.
No, that was your body had that ability. Yeah. So I would say that you still retain your fear of fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
You literally died to it now. You almost died to it once, and you did die to it a second time. So. All right, Irenia stares at you, but it seems to be confused and afraid since she has no training in magic. She says, "Tiernan."
Tiernan will take in a gasping breath. It sounds kind of gurgly. He'll sort of flip over and cough out a little bit of the remaining Taltos Tiernan slurry onto the floor, and then sort of blinking his eyes, look around a little bit, and he'll look over at Irenia and he'll say, "Hi."
She will start ugly crying and hug you.
I will hug her back.
I am so deeply curious. What does Darius do? What is one intelligence Velociraptor dog Darius do?
Well, Irene was crying. Then he was investigating the meat. The meat became a man. Is there still any meat left?
There's still some excess that's just sort of on the floor.
Okay. I think the first thing he does is sniff New Man. Lick some of the blood off of him. Then he looks at the meat and he just starts nomming.
Anna, what?
She will go forward and say, "Tiernan?" as a question.
Anna? He says, looking sort of over the shoulder of Irenia.
Tiernan gets hugged. Some cold, dead hands.
He will unwrap one hand from one arm from Irenia and pull you in to hug you as well.
Daniel. Oh, sorry. Continue, Anna. And she?
Tiernan, you know what it's like now. And I would kill all of Barovia to keep everyone here. I hope you understand that now.
I've been where you've been now, and I think I understand you more. I would do whatever to come back from that, just as you did.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're back.
Oh,
I've been given another chance, and we have to make the most of it.
Daniel will, if Tiernan is ready, extend a bony hand to him and pull him back up to his feet. Say, "Welcome back to the world of the living."
Yeah, I'll accept Daniel's help. Pull Irenia up with me.
Yeah, you notice as Daniel's got your spear strapped to his back and the seeker dagger in his belt that he might have heisted from your cold body. Actually, your still warm body.
It's better than just leaving it there, right? I'm gonna need those back now, but were you thinking
Daniel will
they might give you another chance?
Daniel will take a half step back and say, "Are you still worthy?"
Out of curiosity, do I still have the scar over my heart?
From the seeker promise or whatever, you do not. But you do again feel more connected to them, and more obliged to them, more bound to them than you ever have before.
I feel the Fanes, and I feel more connected to them than I have ever before. I think that indicates worthiness. I'm not sure how to prove it necessarily, and I'll grab the ewer that I felt drawn to in the dining room, and see if it reacts at all to me, or if I feel the same way about it now.
Oh, unfortunately, yes, you would still love to get on hold of that ewer. Now that you think about it, there's actually a lot of cool shit in this library that, I mean, if you live through this, you're gonna need Christmas presents for everybody. It's not like you steal it. It's not like you steal it for yourself. And it's not like it's really stealing. Does anybody actually own the library anymore? Isn't a library a public library? Doesn't that mean everyone gets to have stuff from the library? Yeah, so that hasn't changed. That new edition. That was stamped indelibly on your soul.
What's up with Darius?
Xanthers did something to him.
Wait, Xanther? The man that fireballed me?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a skull in the other room. His body was downstairs. We managed to get the blood that Shane got into Xanther. He licked it up off the floor, don't ask, and his mind returned to him. And he put himself back on his body.
So the body we saw was Xanther then?
Yeah.
Then what's the thing outside?
We didn't get to that yet.
Well, other than this, and I look at Dragon Dog Darius, seems like things have continued well. Now, do I know what happened to Taltos?
You would actually not know what happened to Taltos.
Now, all this talk of Fanes, where's Taltos at?
We're standing on him.
We're standing on
over there. Some of them's over there. Some of them's inside Darius.
Irenia looks away from you, and she looks disgusted that she was so happy about this when it resulted in, his death, kind of thing.
Tyrion's face will fall a bit, but with his connection to the Fanes, old magic. It's unfortunate. He's been nothing but helpful.
Helpful to the end.
I suppose that's sort of the most one can hope to be, but after having just come back from where he is now, I can't say I'm glad it went this way. But I will be forever grateful to him.
Shane, do you have anything to add from your perch up on the bookshelf?
Yeah, so he looks over at the new Tyranid and goes, "You should look at yourself now, man."
I look down and I see that I'm naked. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, Shane. I didn't mean to. I know you people from the 80s can be sort of more sensitive to this kind of thing.
You also notice that you don't have burn scars anywhere.
I mean, yeah, you're buck naked, but you're also kind of like a smoke show, dude.
No, well, thank you. It seems he must have healed me quite well. I don't have.
Well, what he means is that now your hair is dark. That's all.
I look at Arena and go, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you don't have any scars, so.
I don't suppose there's a mirror anywhere, or I don't know, a shined metal.
Reed used to have a mirror. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean,
to it.
there's like candelabras and stuff that you could,
Yeah, I'll find something shiny. And
I'm sorry, I just got the image in my head. So about that painting, is it just wide-eyed staring at New Tyranid?
I mean, yeah, the painting definitely, when you look over at it, seems to be staring right at Tyranid's naked ass.
Like, son of a bitch.
yeah, I will find something.
Kind of giving it this look, kind of giving that booty this look. You know what I'm saying? As one does.
It's like the dude in the fucking meme with the two girls.
Yeah, Tiernan looks at his reflection, and then Nathan says, "How am I going to explain a 5 charisma now?"
Because charisma is your
who needs
separate.
charisma? Overrated.
Some of the most beautiful people, trust me, you will not be able to stand being around them after about 5 minutes, because a low charisma. Here, look at Danny DeVito. Okay, no offense to Danny DeVito, he's very handsome for a halfling, but like by human standards, right? Danny DeVito don't got a high like appearance score, right? But dude got like a 25 charisma, maybe 30. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's that. Taylor Swift, some would say, is very attractive, but many people say that she ain't that great to hang out with. It's a little boring. Likes going antiquing. You know what I'm saying? Talks about her cat all the time. Kind of full of herself. A little bit of a narcissist. That's somebody that, well, no, that's not fair, because she has a huge charisma score because she's a famous bard. But anyways, there are people who are beautiful who are not charismatic. They say all the wrong things. They just don't have a presence that kind of hooks people. They're kind of forgettable, despite being attractive. So yeah, charisma is that presence that you bring with you everywhere you go.
Do my clothes still fit?
They're probably baggier because you were a pretty beef dude. And this was described as a average guy in his late 30s.
Do you have that? Can you post that description?
Yeah,
So I
sure,
can
sure.
throw it onto like my biography or something.
There you go. You might not be able to copy paste from Foundry, as I think you have to have a special mod for that. There you go.
Got it.
Okay. What now, y'all?
Get arrested.
Okay. All right. If you don't need a short rest, I wouldn't recommend taking a short rest before your long rest like you normally do, because you'll have to roll on 2 different tables. So you may just want to skip to the long rest table. If for some reason you don't need a long rest, you should probably keep that to yourself, because I think the rest of the party will be pretty cross with you if they find out you somehow don't need a long rest. But you do need a long rest, or at least a sleep, which will still make you roll on the same table to reset your 2 short rests for the day. All right. If that's the case, I'll start advancing the clock a little bit. And if each of you could give me a D10, it will determine what your long rest or camping consequence is. I guess I have to roll for the remaining NPCs. We just want to avoid getting a 10, y'all. Just don't get a 10. Everything will be fine. Oof, that was close. And these 2 aren't sleeping. Even though he really should, because he's in a bad way. Alright, and I don't have any more NPCs. That was easy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. Who am I missing? Oh, Tiernan. Are you not gonna long rest? I guess you don't need to long rest. You just arrived.
Yeah, I'm
You were
good.
just born. Okay. Let's see. Shane Masters. The dark magic of this temple attempts to curse you. You must succeed on a DC 18 charisma saving throw or be cursed with vulnerability to necrotic magic. Your relationship with your patron will give you advantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I guess you are cursed.
Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah, because I only have 1 DM inspo.
Do you want to spend it to not have vulnerability to necrotic damage until you get a remove curse?
An 18, so I would need to roll a 16.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, I'll try again. Hope I get a
right.
16 or better.
Let's see.
That is 3 away.
Yeah? Are you saying something with that? Is that something I need to know about, or?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. If you're gonna get like another defeated or something like that means you're gonna be at disadvantage with everything until the next one.
Oh god, right. That was so bad.
This is out of combat sack, so it could be pretty rough.
Yeah, you know what?
But vulnerability to necrotic in Curse of Strahd is pretty rough.
It's really bad. I'm trying to remember. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. I'm not succeeding at a cost. I'm taking the result.
Okay. So a question. This actually came up now that you've committed to this in Nightfall. There is a result on the out of combat sack that says whatever materials you're using for the save are destroyed. So the question was, if I wasn't using any materials, if it was just a check using my body, what would happen? And what we did is we rolled on the injury table. Because we don't want to destroy a character just because of that, but also that, you basically suffered an injury trying to avoid the fate that was waiting for you. All that to say, tired. So resisting those curses gives you an exhaustion. So the exhaustion that you would have recovered from resting, you don't, essentially, which is unfortunate. I'll pop up this recovery document too, so everybody can, because it's been a while, I think, since you've been able to just actually rest.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. All right, so that's taken care of. That's good. Let's see. Where's that thing I'm looking for? Troubling. There it is. Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's see. So next up is Daniel. Daniel. I can't tell you, this is a secret one. So I need you to give me a DC 18 charisma saving throw. The results of which okay. All right. I'm gonna need you to come to secret chat with me.
Even in our moments of rest, bad things happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
we
it has
knew
to
it
go
was
to
gonna.
secret chat because of how good it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew this was gonna happen, but we ain't got a choice.
You're rolling a disadvantage. Darius can't do literally anything because of his exhaustion. Irena's in the same boat.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, vulnerability to necrotic is going to be better than disadvantage on everything. You know,
You just got to be
guess
mindful.
I got that again.
Yeah, you're probably the least likely to get hit anyway. So you just have to be mindful of where you're at.
Yeah, so I'll still have one stack of exhaustion, but that's doable.
You did bring up a good point when we were talking. With Darius being mind wipe, I don't think he would be hostile to Shane at this point in time. So,
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's the reset button at the moment.
Shane, you can roll for a long rest to recover a second.
Well, I had to get rid of a wound,
right?
So
Okay.
Yeah.
So all Shane has is just one exhaustion. That's
correct.
As far as a negative. Okay.
That's and the
doable.
vulnerability, but yeah,
that's doable.
Yeah, so all that like huge minus 18 to my max HP is now gone. The
minus 18, boy.
Well, to me that was a lot, and then the disadvantage on everything is now gone, so that's good. I guess I can actually hit the rest button now. Oh, that feels better. Goodbye, temporary hit points.
All right. Let's keep going. Anna. Oh, no saving throw on this one. That's rough. Okay. So Anna, when you wake, your body has been inscribed with runes of a arcane, divine, and evil nature. From now on, or at least until these fade or heal up, which mechanically could just be your next long rest, every time you take damage, you take an additional 1d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
At least
Okay.
you're not vulnerable to it.
Imagine having both. Oh my goodness. All right. And this curse is called Blood Oath. I'll add it to your thing with effects so that you can keep track of it. All right. Blood Oath. All right, cool beans, and Blood Oath. Okay. Next up is Irenia. The area is filled with ancient allergenic spore, and Irenia has been exposed to it. She has to make a caster check if they're a spellcaster or have innate spells. It is a DC 15 using their primary casting stat. If they fail, their spell attacks are made with disadvantage. The target saves against the spells are at advantage. Additionally, every time they cast a spell, they lose 1 hit die. This is a curse with an unlimited duration. Okay. I don't think she's an innate spellcaster. I think the only spell she can cast is from an item. So I think she's good because in this system, Lay on Hands is not a spell.
Yeah.
Did she get any spells when she did her whole
Cool recovery
thing, or was that just to the
that was
Nope.
that was the
Nope,
lay on
it was
hands
just Lay on
thing
Hands.
she got.
Lay on Hands and knowledge of where Sergei's sword is located.
And her
Yeah.
aura.
And her aura, yeah. All right, so that's not bad. So now you guys know there's like one thing that's not bad for you guys. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, scamming the system. No magic. That's the meta. For 5e. 5e. Don't believe what you hear online. All right, Darius. You're gonna get a 2. Eternal Watcher, a spectral black hound. Only the character can see, which is you, appears and watches the group throughout the night. The hound cannot be targeted with spells or attacks, nor can it be harmed or dispelled. Everyone has trouble sleeping, but you especially must succeed on a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw or gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
All right. Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
18. I literally can't make that. So just rolling for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Maybe it is your lizard brain that makes it extra stressful, but yeah. Like every time you try to sleep, you wake up and you look around, and that fucking dog is still there. You go over and try to interact with it, and you can't. But it just creeps you out, and then you pass out from exhaustion, and you wake up and it's still fucking there. And this is your whole night.
So do I even get the benefits of a long rest?
Technically you do. There is one result that says you just don't get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh.
In a way, this still really sucks because you do gain the benefits of a long rest. You would recover from an exhaustion if you could, but then you gain 2 exhaustion, so it's like a net
1.
A net 1, right? Whereas Shane had a net 0 essentially.
All
right, and that's everybody. You're all long rested, and I'll advance the clock the rest of the way.
Could you add an exhaustion to my sheet?
Yeah, sure. It's on the right click now, is where it's hiding, but I got you. So you're at 5 exhaustion.
Yep. Halfway there.
You look over at Tiernan, who wakes up fresh and refreshed, feeling like a daisy. Wait, he doesn't even go to sleep. Oh, never mind. All right.
Yeah.
What do you do during that time?
This is my thing. Also, I take my dagger and my spear back from Daniel.
Daniel never offered those.
Oh, you take it while he's sleeping? Oh, yeah. Dang! All right, I need a stealth check, Tiernan, if you're gonna not stealthily take it. Or sorry, if you're gonna stealthily take it, then yeah, you need a stealth check. Okay, so Daniel, your perception, passive because you're asleep, would be down. You would not notice the theft until you woke up. and then it would be pretty obvious that it was stolen because Tiernan has it. Now, one thing during the night that you do notice is that all of the blood and gore gets cleaned up by what appears to be invisible people. They come and they clean up the ritual site and they tidy things up, and you swear to God you hear like a vacuum cleaner at one point, and everything's like nice. You also see this dude just burning himself at both ends trying to scribe this spell. He's over there like a fucking beautiful mind, just writing away. Everybody rest for what, like 7 hours? 8 hours you want to do? Yeah, to get the full thing. Right at the tail end of that, Casimir would say, I've done it. I've done it. And let's see, it's 7 hours to scribe. He had an hour head start. So yeah, everyone is still, I guess, snoozing unless they need reduced sleep, except for you, Tiernan, and Savid. And you do see Casimir would be starting up a ritual circle. This would be at the 1 hour of you guys just like, oh, Tiernan, what's happening? What happened to you? Let's all rest or whatever. And then you guys rested, so then he would start the ritual about 6 hours into people sleeping. So people could be kind of waking up and rousing, but looks like he's setting up a little ritual circle over here.
Darius has reduced sleep still. After he's gotten his thing, he's just watching him.
Okay.
Stupid dog in the corner of his eye.
All right. Yeah.
I do have a question. Unlucky misfortune. I have 2 stacks, so I only lose 1 of those during long rest.
No, unless it says specifically. It says they reset to 0. So all fortune and misfortune reset to 0 after completing a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Okay. You watch. David kind of moves to keep you distracted, as you do. And then towards the end of this ritual, Casimir would kind of point to like this place right here opposite of the circle, and Savid would kind of look at him questioningly, but not too questioningly, and he would go stand opposite. Okay. And then as he performs the spell, nothing happens. There is a light in the circle. Savid cries out in pain and drops to his knees. He looks questioningly at Casimir. Casimir keeps chanting the words. And then the circle burns itself out, and Savid falls to the ground, dead.
We're losing everybody up in here.
Yeah.
And Casimir looks at Savid, and his face is almost unreadable. What's left of his face, and he shakes his head in disappointment.
I mean, Tiernan is awake, so he's gonna come up and be like, Casimir, what the fuck? What did you just do? What happened?
Where? The spell. It requires the body of the person you want to revive. I thought, after watching the druids work, that perhaps I could circumnavigate some of the spell's requirements. in the same way that he changed the ritual to bring you back. Alas, I must touch her for the spell to work.
How much does Tiernan know about the difference between divine magic and arcane magic?
I mean, it would be
I mean,
training in religion versus training in our arcana, but you would know the cliff notes is that divine magic is granted by gods or powerful entities that people treat as gods. And then magic is something that people pull up their bootstraps like good Americans and make for themselves from the world around it. You know, like the Force, magic that's found in all things except robots.
Well, you probably also throw primal in there, right? Because that's what
Right? Yeah, primal is
Altos
definitely
did, and that's more of nature.
yeah, and that's more from the land. Yeah. As you're talking to him, and he seems defeated and frustrated, there is a flicker. And you see the runes of the circle light up, and then you see a woman appear. She is naked and beautiful and elven, but definitely she got some vibes to her that seem imperious and commanding. You do kind of feel like maybe if Anna came back as a dusk elf, there'd be some similarities there. Casimir turns, sees her, and stumbles back to the ground. He looks up at her. Sister, it worked. She stares down at him imperiously. And she says, "What broken thing is this? It wavers and quails before me. It is I, Casimir, your brother." She says, "Ah, it is you who..." "Killed me." And he's like, "No, I did not. I tried to save you. You had become a monster. And she says, "Murder is murder, brother. You burned me alive as I begged for my life, as I cried out for your mercy. You would not even look me in the eye as the flames took me." As she says that, Tiernan, you feel the flames that nearly took your life once and finally took your life later on. Your body itches and burns at the memory of scars that even in this new body will never truly leave your mind. "We were punished for this, though. It was Strahd. He came for us." She says, "He came for me. But it was too late. I know these because I lingered. A spirit, a banshee. My song of sorrow echoing through the crypts and halls of Castle Ravenloft. When I heard this quiet call, I could do nothing to resist it. My boredom, my loneliness, my sorrow, my only companions, I had to see if there was anything else. And she looks down at her beautiful naked body and she says, I'm glad I did. She looks around at you guys. You guys would definitely be waking up at this point, unless you're Anna with a really low a 7 perception. Unless Anna, you would wake up for some other pseudo undead reason from your like corpse wake sort of thing.
Only if somebody wakes her up.
Amazing. Okay.
Wait, does Anna need to sleep? I thought she did it.
As a balance thing, I believe all the 5e undead still have to like deactivate, like they have to sort of just shut down for a little bit.
I'll fly down seeing a new, beautiful, naked woman and wake up Anna because I'm like, this is going to be interesting.
Casimir, you burnt your own sister alive rather than let Strahd have her?
Yes, rather than her become a creature of darkness, I could not stand to lose her to such a man and such a fate.
If you wanted to mercy kill someone, there's other ways to do it than burning them alive.
It was to set an example. And when he says that, you guys think about Rahadin, who had to set an example, and the man who commanded him to set an example. And do you feel that worked out well for you, brother? All of the women, the girls, the babies, they sing my song all these years. They sing it still. You are the composer of this melody. You did this. You see his mind kind of break a little bit, and he says, "No, it was Strahd who did this. Strahd killed our people. It was not me." And she says, who killed this one then? Was it Strahd? Is he nearby? I would like to speak with him. You hear a terrible sound come from Casimir that you realize is him crying. And she says, "Begone from my sight, brother. You are a hideous wretch. You are a traitor to your people. And you will never find forgiveness from me." He turns away from her, and he just starts walking away, his shoulders slumped.
Is there any like tablecloth or blanket or anything close by?
I mean, Darius did spill out his bag about eight hours ago. I think there's some cold weather clothes in there. Because it's kind of humid in here, so I don't think he was wearing those in here.
Or if anything, just pull down one of those tapestries. There's a couple of those hanging up.
She looks around imperiously at everyone and says, "And who are you?"
Darius was about to start having his morning breakfast, but then this whole scene happened, and he turns and he looks at her and starts sniffing her.
We're the Walking Dead. Please forgive my companion there. He's not quite himself.
This creature is normally sentient.
Yeah, something happened to him recently, reducing him to this state.
She looks around at all of you and then sees the dead body over here on the ground. No, wait, you woke her up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sees Anna. All right, sees all of you. She looks over and sees Irenia. And there is a look that crosses her face when she sees Irenia that is dangerous. That's kind of the only way I could describe it, is like she recognizes Irenia and she is cautious of Irenia, but she also has plans for Irenia.
Do I, knowing who my patron is, do I recognize that as like jealousy?
You can give me an insight check. You definitely give me an insight check. I mean, it definitely has some vibes to that, for sure. She did say that she has been kicking around the halls of Castle Ravenloft all this time, so she may be more aware of what's going on than, you know, you would think.
It is a pleasant sight to see something so lovely in all this darkness.
Okay, yeah, she looks down at herself, who is nude. She doesn't seem like too bothered by it. Maybe at one point in her life, she might have felt modesty for such a thing, but having a body at all, after so long without a body, is a pretty incredible feeling. And as she looks past Shane and locks eyes with Anna, you sense in her the most kindred of spirits. And I think that's where we'll end for the week. Oof. All right. Good times in the library. All right. Quick announcements. There is no Mythic tonight or for the next 4 weeks. It's over. It's not really over. We're just on a 4-week break. Next Sunday, we'll be doing the Starfinder revised playthrough with Dom running that, and the Mythic crew and myself. Well, some of the Mythic crew and myself playing as the characters. So looking forward to that. Nightfall has ended on Thursday in their final session. There won't be any game in that spot for a little while. I was eager to start Crown of the Kobold Kings like right away, but
Probably take a break.
I'm tired. I'm really tired. Like my brain is just tired of running games and running stories. So I am going to run a game in that spot because it is prepped and, you know, it's going to be a fun adventure, but it might not happen right away. Worst case scenario, I love starting the new year strong, so I might just be like, hey, we'll start in January. I'm eyeballing starting in October, but then there's like Extra Life around the corner, and then the holidays. So like, you want to start a new campaign where you're not constantly canceling the game for shit. We'll see how it goes. But that is the next campaign I'm going to run, is that, and that will be on the Thursday spot. I am giving Nightfall first dibs on it. Then I would give any of you guys dibs on any spots that were left over, and then if there are any spots left over after that, I would put it out for the general populace. I am going to run that one twice, so if you were interested in it but didn't want to hang out with Nightfall Kids, play on a Thursday, or be in another game right away, you could always wait until this campaign is over, and I would give you seating preference in the Kobold Adventure. Next year, I will be starting a Kingmaker game, and then a game that's somewhat of a Kingmaker game. It's going to have some of the Kingmaker mechanics. It's going to be called Skyhaven, and it's going to be about being pirates in the elemental plane of air. So it's like airships and, stupid, lame stuff like that. Nobody's going to sign up for that one. But Kingmaker, baby, magic.
Sounds lame.
Yeah, Kingmaker, let me sell you on that. Magic Florida, and it's just vanilla fantasy. There's some trolls and goblins. You've never done this before. It's incredible.
Do you like Civilization? Do you like fantasy?
Yeah.
Do you like kingdom
spreadsheets?
building?
Yeah, do you like spreadsheets? So yeah. Of the two games, Kingmaker will be 100% kingmaking. So I'm definitely going to put in the ad, like, if you don't like doing your own taxes, don't sign up for this game. Whereas Sky Pirates is going to be more of Kingmaker light. Like, there's going to be, like, you're definitely building a kingdom, but you maybe just let the NPCs do all the work while you go out and do rad Sky Pirate shit. So that's going to be the two flavors. Hopefully there's still 5 people that want to play regular Kingmaker, but we'll see. Because I've been prepping for it for like over a year now, so I hope there's still people that want to play regular Kingmaker. But Skyhaven will be completely homebrew. It's be the first paid game I've run that's 100% homebrew, so that should be pretty exciting as well. Yeah, does anybody else have any announcements before we adjourn?
Really?
Oh, really? Okay. According to this document I have here, I thought you were going to be one step ahead of where you currently are this week, but that's not too bad for my prediction. So we will definitely be done with this campaign before the end of the year, one way or the other. So I do think it will probably run through the rest of the year, but it will be over by the 16th of December. So if you want to adjust your schedules and planning for all that kind of stuff, yeah. All right.
Oh,
in that case, what's up?
Milestones. Wasn't one of them exploring the Amber Temple and then resting or something?
What? You want that stuff still? What is it? Level ups? Is that
It's
what
our
you're
last
after?
level up. I think.
Now you can go to 13.
By milestone, yeah. Oh.
Let's see.
Well, we
Yeah,
already
should-
have one banked. We just need to rest.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we just
Okay.
did.
All right, hold on. I'm checking. Let's see. Incomplete major milestones.
We gotta
Nope.
get something out of all this shit we went through for the past 5 sessions.
Stepping inside.
Nope.
That was the last one.
Nope. And no.
Claude and Xanther
Okay.
together? That's not one.
No, I already have you guys set up for Amber Temple Enter and Survive. That was really, you guys didn't really have a lot of reasons to come here, so yeah. All right. That's okay though. That's okay. Let me see if you have any mini milestones, because you could bank those for later. Because if you get to 13, you can start trading in excess milestones and mini milestones for blessings. Let's see. No. Nope. Okay. So yes, you guys would go from level 11 to level 12. So you guys would be level 12.
Nice.
Except for
Thank
me,
God.
because I can't rest here anyway.
Oh, dang. That's true.
And that's why I didn't, because it wouldn't have...
Yeah, you have to go
Mattered, and then
outside.
it would roll
and
for
sleep
magic.
Did you want to try to go outside all by yourself?
No.
No? Okay.
It's terrible.
All right.
I mean, you can try. You just need to take your new dog for a walk. You need to go take a piss anyway.
Yeah. All right, come on, Darius. Who's a good lizard dog?
Oh my god. Well, I
There's
think
lots of
everyone's
bones outside. Most animals who've ever died have died outside, Darius.
Is that true when you think about industrial meat packing facilities?
No, they've died and then
yeah.
be reanimated as skeletons walking the mountain.
Yeah, it's a rough place out there. It's a rough place. Good thing you're safe inside the temple. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it sounds like you
never
hit.
leave.
It
We
sounds
should
like you
stay
did
here
a good
forever.
job of hitting things off with Xanther. Seems like a pretty chill fella. So we'll find out next week just how chill of a fella he is, and whether his terms that he's about to offer you guys is something that you could abide.
I mean, he wants to explore the multiverse. I think another undead creature would like to do that as well. But
Oh man,
his champion is now a mindless dog. So
buddy road trip film. Nice. Let's do that. Yeah.
thought and Darius.
Could be fun. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Then I guess we'll continue the adventure next week, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. See you around the Discord.
Thanks for running.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bye.
thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.